teaching from Algeria. Number 4, Number 5, Mohamed Alir. Number 6, Yamina Gould. Number 7, Hafida Al-Malek. Number 8, Al-Dosini. Number 9, Mohamed Bugani. Number 10, Halika Katoum. Number 11, Rabia Samati. Number 12, Zora Salami. Number 13, Mohamed Zahiri. Number 14, Sahima Abdullahi. Number 15, Lorraine Boulard. Head coach, Tajis Ahmed, and assistant, Yusuf Guri. And introducing your home team, Cecil Amawina Girls. At number 4, Shamila Marahi. Number 5, Abire Gori. Number 6, Danil Musemi. Number 7, Nasir Bata. Number 8, Mandisa Kogo. Number 9, Ile Ndela. Number 10, Reza Hagu. Number 11, Pedro Moray. Number 12, Sabir Ndiaye. Number 13, Sidi Kifine. Number 14, Kumasile Plaza. And number 15, Linda Museo. Head coach is Mr. James Tetra. He's assisted by Tony Tobin. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that can, please be upstanding for the national anthems of Algeria and South Africa. Your match officials for this encounter is Mr. Afro from Spain, Mr. Well from Egypt, and Mr. Yusuf Salabi from Morocco. Commissioner, Mr. Andrew Smith.
And your Algerian team for this encounter, number 4, Nebia Mahinda, number 5, Naul Kadir, number 6, Yamina Gul, number 7, Hafida Beladef, number 8, Fatima Bouzidi, Jamila Kamgani is number 9, Halima Kajun is number 10, number 11 is Dabia Samati, number 12 is Zahara Salami, number 13 is Kara Zairi, number 14 is Sahima Abdalali, and of course number 15, the tall Narain Bublal. Coach Ahmed Tajish. And the Cecil Amawila girls, the South African team. Number 4, Shonelo Mawabi. Number 5, Aviwa Ngoni. Number 6 is Dineo Msemi. Number 7 is Sam Kalisiwe Mbata. Number 8 is Mandisa Mkongo. Number 9 is Lungili and Lela. And number 10, Angweza Hagu. And number 11 is Kelebokhili Moeng. And number 12 is Simpiwe Mankele. Number 13 is Asiwe Gilafile. And 14, Duduzili Gwalaza. 15, Linda Buseli. And head coaches James Ntetwa. And welcome back to the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre here in Johannesburg, South Africa, for the second of the IWBF Afro Paralympic qualifying games for day 2. We have the encounter between the host nation South Africa, the Cecil Amawila girls, and they will be taking on Algeria. Of course, yesterday Algeria were dominant over the Amawila girls, so the Amawila girls will be looking to bounce back and try and upset a very strong Algerian outfit. Don't forget, you can watch all of the action from the 2020 Afro Paralympic Qualifiers here in Johannesburg, live on IWBF's Facebook page, YouTube channel, as well as WBSA's Wheelchair Basketball's South Africa's Facebook page. And immediately Algeria break from the tap-off and take the 2-point advantage early on. Kelebokhile Moeng for the Cecil Amawila girls passes the ball through to number 13 for South Africa. It's Asiwe Gelafile. Bublal for Algeria. Camila Kemgani here for the Algerians. South Africa will definitely need to keep them out, and some good defense there from the Amawila girls. forcing the 3-second violation against them. Ngoni to Moeng. Naviwe Ngoni plays for the Northwest Stinging Bees in the South African National Women's Basketball League. And she finds her teammate in that same team, Kelebohile Moeng, and unable to convert, but referee Vasquez calls the Algerians for a foul, so Moeng will have a chance to level the scores early on here in this first quarter. First attempt is successful. Second attempt. Good work there from Moeng, and she gets South Africa up and running and scores a level at 2-all, and just under 9 minutes left in this first quarter. Bublal under the basket there. Rebound picked up by Asive Gilafile off the chair of Dudu Gwaza, and Moeng unable to pick it up, but working to try and win it back. But Salami for Algeria. Shot goes up from Jamila Kemgani, the strong the Algerian playmaker, and definite danger man on the court for the Algerian teams. And the Amawila girls found that out yesterday in yesterday's encounter, and Coach James Ntetwa will definitely be looking to make it difficult for her today. Kemgani into the zone, but lays it off to Bublal, but she uncharacteristically misses right under the basket. Gilafile for South Africa to Moeng. South Africa looking like they've come out with much more intent today, and Moeng drives in, puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Play will stop as one of the South African players is on the floor, but yes, South Africa definitely started this game with a lot more intent than they did yesterday, and they'll be looking to make things difficult for their North African rivals. Number 14 for Algeria is Samina Abdalali. Abdalali will drive straight through. Everybody opens up for her. That wasn't good defense there by the number 4 for South Africa, Shwanela Moabi. Moeng to Ngoni. Under pressure though from Jamila Kemgani, but Asivi Gilafile, the young player from Johannesburg, lays the ball off to Dudu Gwaza. Gilafile still on the floor and battling to get up. Moeng. Shot clock's about to go, so she had to force the shot, and unfortunately for the Amawila girls, unable to convert. Some of the South African Amawila boys team watching their women's counterparts. Kemgani into the zone. Does she make it? She unable to convert on that occasion. And Kelebohile Moeng plays it off to Dudu Gwaza from the KwaZulu-Natal Warriors in Durban. She battling to get past Bublal. Good defensive work though from Algeria. But on that occasion, a foul is called against the Algerians. And that was number 6, Yamina Goul. South Africa fielding a very young squad at this tournament. 8 of the squad took part in the 2019 IWBF Women's World Championships for the under-25s, and the process of promoting the youth is starting to pay off for the Amawila girls, but still lots of work to do in this tournament. So Samina Abdullali into the zone, and an offensive foul called against Abdullali. So South Africa holding strong at this point. Some good defensive play, and they will, however, need to make every offensive play count. Yesterday's game, their shooting was definitely not up to par, and they paid heavily for it, although they did have a much better second half. But Algeria did have the luxury of being able to play their bench for the most of the second half, but so far the Amawila girls holding their own in this first quarter of game 2 of day 2 of the 2020 IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers. Shot goes up, but straight out of play, and Kim Ghani will inbound the ball towards Samina Abdullali, and she finds Goul in the key, but once again wayward pass and ball's deflected out. Algeria not able to enforce their dominance on the Amawila girls like they did yesterday early on, and South Africa putting up a much better performance. Moeng to Dudu Gwaza. Gwaza will put up the shot. Wayward once again. Rebound picked up by Yamina Goul, and she will play it over to Jamila Kemgani up against Shonela Mawabi. Lays it off to Abdullali, and fortunately for the Amawila girls, unable to convert. Algerian coach Mr. Ahmed not looking too impressed at this stage. Of course, Kemgani deadly from the 3-point zone usually, but on that occasion unsuccessful. So Ngoni needing help from Dudu Gwaza. Gwaza cutting into the middle, unable to get across the half court in time, and 8-second violation called against the South African team. Abdullali to Kemgani. Good defensive work there being put in here by the Amawila girls, making it very difficult for the Algerian team at this stage, and great play by the Amawila girls. Can Ngoni convert? She can't. Algeria come away with it, and they will look to break quickly. Yamina Goul lays it off to Abdullali, and then to Kemgani. Yamina Goul, but again Algeria also unable to convert. So some unforced errors creeping into the Algerian play, giving South Africa every opportunity to get back into this encounter. Moeng looks for Gwaza. Good take by Gwaza. Will lay it off to Gilifile. Can she drop it? She does. So brings the score level, and the foul is called. Has the opportunity to take South Africa into the lead. Some animated spectators in the home crowd here, and calling on all our local supporters in Johannesburg area, come down to the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre and support your Amawila boys and girls. They really could do with as much support as possible, and not to forget, the next game after this encounter will be the fixture between the South African Amawila boys as they take on a very strong Algerian outfit. Both teams coming away with a win yesterday in day 1, so an epic encounter is sure to follow this particular match. Timeout called Right, so back to the action. Gilifile for South Africa. Can she put the Amawila girls into a 1-point lead with 4 minutes 27 left in this first quarter? Egyptian referee Mustafa busy talking to the Algerian coach, explaining the situation here, and we're just about to get back underway. All right, Gilifile, what can she do for South Africa? Definitely needs to work on the shooting technique, and luckily for her, the Algerian players entered the key too soon, so she will have another opportunity. Once again, unable to convert, so scores are level, and we have 4 minutes 22 left in this first quarter. Abdullahi in possession for Algeria, trying to penetrate the South African keys. Defense for the South Africans so far has been outstanding, and they're forcing the turnovers from Algeria. Bit of frustration showing there for Narain Bublal, and a wayward pass from the normally reliable Jamila Kimgani. Aviwe Ngoni now will bring it up for South Africa. One of the Amawila girls on the court, so assistant coach Mtombi Mtombeni will assist her up. Substitution called by South African coach James Ntetwa. Checking into the game will be Linda Boseli, replacing Gilifile, and also Dineo Mosami. She will replace Shwanela Moabi. Ngoni picks up the ball. Throws it to Linda Boseli. Off balance, manages to compose herself, but unable to convert once again. Kembani will launch the ball towards Abdullahi, and she should convert for Algeria, and does. Musimi for South Africa. The Amawila girls working hard to try and penetrate the key, but once again, rebound taken by the Algerians, and the fast break is now starting to hurt the Amawila girls, but luckily for them, Abdullahi is unable to convert. But good work there from Kim Ghani, and Kelebokhile Moeng, the South African playmaker, pulls her back and isn't called for the unsportsmanlike foul. So Jamila Kimgani will go to the line, and of course Algeria will have the possession afterwards. Kimgani unable to convert to the first attempt. At this stage of the game, Algeria looking a little bit out of sorts, and the Amawila girls will definitely have their best opportunity to cause an upset today in this, if the game carries on in this fashion, but they'll definitely have to work hard. The Algerian women, of course, represented the African continent in the 2016 Rio Paralympics, and as well as the 2018 World Championships in Hamburg, Germany. So a lot of experience in this team, and if you look at it against the South Africans, who are a relatively young and inexperienced squad. Kimgani. She'll put up the shot, no doubt. And once again, unable to convert. So tough work there from Dudugwaza. Picks up the rebound and tries to get South Africa back on the attack, but wayward pass on that occasion. Abdullali will find Jamila Kimgani, and Bublal trying to get in the key. But defensively, South Africa doing their best. Moeng unfortunately gave the ball straight back to the very tall Noreen Bublal, and Bublal snatches it away from her, and Algeria lead 9-4, and coach James Mtetwa calls the timeout. We hope that you are enjoying our coverage of the IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers 2020 here from Johannesburg in South Africa. And we would just like to say a special thank you to our broadcast sponsor, Sasol, and as well as our production team here at TV Sports News Productions. And we also would like to welcome everybody from around the world watching us, and please feel free to comment on our live links here, and we will ask us questions if you want, and we will do our best to answer. Welcome to Alan Mtatasi watching from France, and Wahid Abidar, Shadrach Mopeng, Mr. David van der Sant. We do hope that you're enjoying this action. Aviva Ngoni for the Amawila girls. Tries to play it in for Linda Boselli, but it bounces back off one of the Algerians, and Dudugwaza did some good work there to win it back. Boselli under pressure from three Algerian players, puts up the shot and converts. South Africa stay in contention in this first quarter. 3-point game. 1 minute 54 left in this quarter, and Abdullali brings up the ball for Egypt. For Algeria, and unable to convert once again. Dudugwaza. Kelebohile Moeng. Linda Boselli. Gwaza puts up a rush shot. It counts, and she will go to the line to try and bring South Africa level in this game, and a much better performance here from the Amawila girls. Shooting technique unfortunately letting her down, and South Africa will look to stop the Algerians from getting into the zone. Abdullali drives straight into the key. Dudugwaza trying to keep her out. Jamila Kimgani with a 3-point attempt, unsuccessful. Last minute of this first quarter. Moseme, can she grab the lead for South Africa? No, she can't, but she will try and win it back. But good pick up there by Algeria, and defensive play. And Kimgani now looking for Bublal, the tall number 15 for Algeria, and she converts. South Africans will need to be careful about the fast break. And Ngoni, can she get the final points of this first quarter? Plays it across to Msemi. She finds Boselli, but unable to hold on to it. And Algeria break. And Abdullali shouldn't have too much problem. And with 7 seconds left, Algeria should take a 13 points to 8 lead into the second quarter of the second women's encounter in the IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers here in Johannesburg. And indeed she does. Second quarter here in the match between South Africa and Algeria about to get underway. Algeria with a 13-8 advantage, but certainly a much better performance coming in from the Cecil Amawila girls, and they will be desperate to try and win this encounter to stay in contention for a ticket to the Tokyo Paralympics that comes to us on the 25th of August. The Algerian men's side watching their women counterparts, and of course the Algerian men's side are up next in the encounter against the Cecil Amawila boys. Once again, the referees talking to the Algerian coach. Not quite sure what's going on there. Referee Clara Vaquero from Spain, and she will get us underway. Mowing for South Africa. Ngoni. Dudugwaza breaks in, finds Mowing. Can she finish? South Africa 10, Algeria 13. Jamila Kimgani setting herself up, puts up the shot. Bread and butter shot for her, and Algeria extend their lead again. Ngoni now for South Africa, bringing the ball up, looking to get over the half court. Not much option as all her teammates were behind her, and the 8-second violation was imminent, so she's actually been quite intelligent in throwing it out of play down the other side of the court, which means Algeria will have to come all the way back from the baseline. Algeria definitely seem to be struggling in this game with their shooting. They were a lot more clinical in yesterday's encounter, so definitely South Africa have an opportunity here. Gwaza puts up the shot. Will it drop? It doesn't, but she has been fouled in the process, and she will go to the free throw line. Good to see Amawila girl Miska Kamaldeen unable to be part of the squad this time around, but Miska, nice to see you watching your teammates in action, and we look forward to seeing you back in action. So the Amawila girls putting up a very good fight of this particular encounter. Lorraine Bublal off the court at the moment. Seems to be a problem with her chair or some equipment. So Jamila Kimgani unable to convert on that occasion, and she's definitely been a lot less effective, but working hard to try and win that back. But Viwe Ngoni manages to get it across the half court to Gwaza, and now to Linda Bosele. Can she make it count? Turns away, finds Mowing. Mowing unfortunately unable to convert. Has another attempt. That one doesn't drop either. South Africa, however, win it back. Good offensive play there by Bosele, and she narrows the gap down to 3 points again. The Algerian bench looking a lot more concerned. Abdullali now for Algeria. South Africa looking to keep the Algerians out, but leaving the number 13 for Algeria. Kara Zahiri free, and eventually a foul on Zahiri, and she will go to the line. Wayward attempt on that occasion. But she converts the second, so Algeria hold a 4-point advantage, and we are reaching the 7-minute 30 mark left in this half. Zahiri reaches in and is called for the foul, but Algeria pressing the Amawila girls, and the Amawila girls will have to work hard to get across the half court, and Maweng gets it through to Kwaza, so well done to the Amawila girls. Kwaza, can she get through? She puts up a shot, Maweng picks up the rebound, unable to convert. Good work though from Kim Ghani, and Algeria will look to break, and they'll find Abdullali. But once again, Abdullali is missing the layup, and South Africa come away with it. The Algerian team looking a bit frustrated, but offensive foul called against Danae Musimi there, and she was unable to avoid the contact in time, and offensive foul called against her. Abdullali to Kim Ghani. Kim Ghani tried to find Zahiri, but good work there in defense by Linda Bosele. She works her way towards the halfway line. She needs to get it across, but unfortunately for the South African team, 8-second violation. They definitely need to figure out how to get past the press that Algeria are enforcing on them, and luckily for the Amawila girls, Algeria are struggling to convert their opportunities. They also don't want to let Kim Ghani have too much space from the three-point line, but on this occasion isn't able to finish it off. Aviwe Ngoni will look to play in Mosemi. She has the shot, but wayward. Good attempt at the rebound from Bosele, and Kim Ghani launches a long pass towards Zahiri, but Maweng for South Africa will come away with it. Doing some good work there is the South African playmaker. Bit of a rush shot, or she'll claim it was a pass, and the Algerian men's team getting ready to take on the Amawila boys in the next encounter. Kim Ghani, can she get through? Foul is called against the South African team. Coach James Ntetwa, very animated coach. You see me making it hard for Abdullali, but she will play it across to Zahiri, who will put up the three-point attempt. I think the Amawila girls have actually given the Algerians a bit to think about, because they seem to be battling to penetrate the zone, and they've resorted to some long-range shots. So Ntetwa, the coach of South Africa, will be a lot happier with his ladies today. Bosele for South Africa. She puts up a long shot. Will it drop? It doesn't. Rebound picked up by Kim Ghani. She will look to launch an attack for Algeria. Ngoni tries to stop her run, but Kim Ghani, a very skillful player, will lay it out to her teammates, and the Algerians convert. 6-point game, 5 minutes left of this second game of the women's competition, and of course only 2 women's teams taking part in this IWBF Afro Paralympic qualifiers. Unfortunately, the Kenyan ladies had to withdraw at the last minute, and as did the Moroccan team. So South Africa and Algeria will battle it out over a 5-game series to see which of these 2 African nations will represent the continent at the 2020 Paralympics in Tokyo, starting on the 25th of August. Algeria, great good work by Zahiri, making it easy for Abdullali to score, but once again Samia Abdullali seems to be battling today, wasn't able to convert. She was quite deadly yesterday, but seems a bit out of sorts in today's encounter. Timeout called by Algeria. All right, 4 minutes 32 left in this first half of the game between South Africa and Algeria in the women's section of our IWBF Afro Paralympic qualifiers here in Johannesburg, South Africa. Algeria hold a 6-point lead, but South Africa putting up a much better showing today than they did yesterday. Moeng unable to convert, and the rebound is tipped out of bounds by Dano Musimi. The Amawila boys will be in action shortly at the end of this game. A very tough encounter against Algeria. Abdullali brings the ball up for the Algerians. Kimgani puts up the three, doesn't drop, but rebound picked up by Zahiri, but she is also unable to convert. Algeria definitely have had the opportunity to pull away in this game, but as it stands, South Africa very much still in this encounter. Gilifile plays it through to Gwaza. Working to try and get through, but closely watched there by the Algerian Kimgani, and Gilifile unable to convert. Jamila Kimgani comes away with it, look to penetrate, lays it off to Zahiri and Abdullali, but once again Algeria struggling to convert these opportunities. Algerian coach very animated at this stage, and she summons Yamina Gul back onto the court, and Zahiri will take a rest. Moeng South African captain Mandisa Mkungo. Moeng. Shot goes up from Dudu Gwaza, and South Africa narrow the gap down to 4 points. 3 minutes left in this first half. Kimgani to Bublal, and she makes an immediate impact returning from the bench, and South Africa will definitely need to make sure she doesn't penetrate, and Algeria press at the half court. Moeng though gets it over, looking for the gap, and lays it out to Gilafile, to Gwaza now. Gwaza trying to work it down the baseline, puts up a bit of a rushed shot, uncontrolled, and Jamila Kimgani now fighting to get across the court, and Abdullali will convert this time. Algerian coach trying to compose the court players. Moeng for South Africa. Lays it out to Dudu Gwaza, struggles to hold on to it. Gilafile, one-handed shot, doesn't drop. Can she pick up the rebound? Good work there in defense by Kimgani, and Algeria attack opening up nicely for Bublal, and she lays it off to Abdullali, and Abdullali converts. Algeria 24, South Africa 14, quickly into a 10-point lead, and South Africa definitely needs to make this attack count. 1 minute 37. Moeng puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Bublal launches it towards Kimgani, and she will not miss that opportunity. So a quick burst of baskets there from the Algerians, and they now enjoy a 12-point deficit over the Sasol Amawila girls. But Moeng working to try and get Gilafile into a shooting opportunity. Mkungo. Dudu Gwaza puts the shot up as the shot clock's about to sound, and great defensive work there from Kimgani, and she races up the court. Mkungo unable to stop her, and Algeria now 14 points in the lead with 30 seconds or so to go. Moeng trying to work her way back into the zone, unable to get past Jamila Kimgani, and she taps the ball out. So 15 seconds left in this first half. Well, South Africa putting up a big fight, but in the last few plays the Algerians have managed to pull away a little bit, and they enjoy a 14-point advantage at this stage. Shot clock violation. Six seconds left in this first half. Kimgani puts up the shot, doesn't drop, and Gwaza will hold on to it. So that brings us to the end of the first half of the second encounter of the IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers here in Johannesburg, and Algeria will take a 28-14 lead into the second half, and we will be back at the beginning of the second half. Welcome back to the Vodacom Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre here in South Africa for the second half of the women's encounter here at the IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers. My name is Jerry Smith and I'll be taking you through to the end of this game. Algeria hold a 14-point lead over the South African Sasol Amawila girls as with 28 points to 14, but certainly a lot better performance today by the South African outfits. And Algeria seem like they are a bit out of sorts today. Welcome to everybody tuning in from around the world, and great to see USA Women's Senior Coach Tripper Johnson watching this broadcast, and of course Tripper Johnson, the American coach, was out in South Africa last year assisting the wheelchair basketball South African high performance department with some coaching clinics. Great to see Trooper watching, and of course Kyle Bowles watching from Durban. Hope you're getting better, Kyle. All right, underway in the second half. Jamila Kemgani, what can she do for the Algerians? Yamina Gould through to Bublal, but the smallest player on the court, Shwanela Moabi, picks up the rebound, but unfortunately is unable to hold on to it, and Algeria will have the put in. Kemgani for Algeria will look to set up a three-point attempt, but rather plays it across to Abdullali, and she will find Bublal, and the tall Algerian unable to convert, but in the process was fouled by number 14 for South Africa, Dudugwaza. Bublal unsuccessful on her first attempt. Doesn't convert the second, but one of the South African players moving in too soon, so she will have another opportunity. Rebound picked up there by Gilufile, and it's stepped out of bounds. Couldn't control it. South Africa will need to keep Algeria out here early in the early stages of the third quarter. Cannot afford to let Algeria build up too big a lead. Really quite a substantial one at this stage. Moeng trying to keep Kemgani out, and 3-second violation against Algeria. Ngoni passes it out to Kelebo Khile Moeng. Viwe Ngoni takes a shot, doesn't drop, and Noreen Bublal picks up the ball for Algeria. Abdullali. Abdullali shot unsuccessful, and Moeng picks up the rebound. Plays it through to the one-point player for South Africa, Aviva Ngoni. She'll need to get it across the half court, and rather rushes that pass, and as a result, the ever-reliable Kemgani will extend Algeria's lead. Algeria 30, South Africa 14. Timeout called by Coach James Ntetwa. All right, and timeout over now. South Africa will bring the ball up. Dineo Musemi to Moeng. Gwaza, can she break foot pass Kemgani, but unfortunately able to convert, and Kemgani will try and launch a pass across the court, but good work there by Ngoni, tracking back and passes it to Moeng. Moeng to Musimi. Dineo Musimi was going to lay it off to Moeng, decides better of it. Passes it to Gwaza. Shot clock at 10. South Africa will need to make something happen shortly. She will throw up a shot, and luckily for South Africa, Gilafile picked up the rebound, and she is fouled, and side ball for South Africa, so they'll have another opportunity to try and start chipping away at this 16-point lead that Algeria enjoy at the moment. Moeng across to Dudu Gwaza. Another awkward looking shot, but doesn't drop, and Kemgani will come away with it. And South Africa really do need to keep her out. Good work, good defensive work here by Gwaza. Can she keep the Algerians out? But Bublal penetrates the key and is fouled in the process. Basket will count, and she will go to the free throw line. Unable to convert on that occasion, but picks up her own rebound, and the young Gilafile will try and put her under pressure, and she does. Forces the turnover. Good work there by the South African Amawila girls. Unfortunately for them, the long pass towards Musimi is unable to be collected, and South Africa will now call a substitution, and the young under-25 player Asive Gilafile will be replaced by the veteran player Linda Bosele. Jamila Kemgani tries to penetrate, but Moeng stops her in her tracks. Puts up the shot anyway, and that will roll out of bounds. It should be South Africa's ball, and it is. A much better defensive performance, certainly in the first half, from the South African Amawila girls. And Gwaza now to Bosele. Can she get past Bublal? Puts up the shot. Rebound taken there by Gwaza, and she is fouled. So she will probably have the free throws, which she does. Unsportsmanlike call there by referee Yusuf from Morocco, and Dudu Gwaza will look to try and convert these 2 points on offer. Unsuccessful in the first attempt. South Africa will maintain the possession. Moeng for South Africa. Gwaza plays it across to Moeng. Foul is called against the number 10 there for Algeria, Mila Kajun, and Maweng will go to the line for 2 shots. Converts the second attempt, so South Africa are back on the board again. 15 points, Algeria 32. South African team will definitely need to improve their shooting technique. And it has cost them dearly in both of these encounters against the Algerian women. Linda Boseli to Danao Musimi. Can she keep the ball in play? She does. To Maweng. Maweng quickly passes it through to Boseli. She puts up the shot. Great play there by the South African Amawila girls. Two of the Amawila girls go crashing to the ground, and the coaching staff get them back up on track. Musimi for South Africa seems to have hurt herself, so she will be replaced by the number 4, Shwanelo Moabi. Kim Ghani now for Algeria. Plays it into Abdulali, and she puts up the shot, but rebound picked up by Gwaza to Maweng. Wayward pass, Moabi not able to pick it up, and possession turned over to the Algerian playmaker Kim Ghani, and she penetrates the zone, and she will put up the shot, but unsuccessful on that occasion. Bosele needs to get the ball over the half court, and Maweng now for the South African team. She will put it in for Gwaza, who rushes the shot, and as a result unable to convert. But good work by Shwanela Moabi, but unfortunately for the Amawila girls, her wheel was out of bounds, so Algeria will have another opportunity to extend their lead. Abdulali. She had a slow start to the game, but seems to be finding her range again. Great play here by the Algerian ladies, with the score at 34 to Algeria's 17 to South Africa. Maweng puts up the shot and bounces back with the backboard, and Algeria once again in possession. Abdulali. Foul called against Linda Boseli. 4 of the on-court players for the Amawila girls play for the Northwest Stinging Bees in the National Women's Basketball League, and number 14 for South Africa for the KwaZulu-Natal Warriors. Kim Ghani to Bubla, back to Kim Ghani. South Africa trying their best to keep that defense solid, and on that occasion it worked. Aviwe Ngoni. Maweng to Bosele. Maweng. Algeria's defense also solid at this stage. Gwaza. Gwaza is pushed there by the Algerians, and South Africa will make the substitution. Mosemi will come back onto the court, and Shwanela Moabi will take a rest. Musimi seems to still be struggling a bit with the previous injury. Kelebohile Moeng. Passes it through to Linda Bosele. Back to Moeng. Can she make it count? Unfortunately, it doesn't drop for the South African team. But foul is called against Algeria. And Moeng should go to the line for 2 free throws. First attempt unsuccessful. The second attempt goes in, and South Africa slowly but surely chipping their way up to the 20-point mark. Nebia Mahimda into the game now for Algeria. Made an immediate impact. The number 4. Ngoni for South Africa. Moeng needs to get the ball over, which he does. Finds Linda Bosele. Bosele now turns into the center, puts it through to Moeng. She tries to get the shot up, which she does, but unfortunately doesn't drop for the Amawila girls. So Jamila Kimgani for Algeria. 2 minutes 47 left in this third quarter. Plays it across to Bublal. Bublal will put up the shot, doesn't drop. Jump ball called. Possession though will go to South Africa thanks to the alternating possession arrow. Moeng trying to find Bosele, but good work in defense there by Nebia Mahimda. And, she tried to find Bublal, but the pass was behind her and goes out of bounds. Moeng plays it across to Dudu Gwaza. 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Can South Africa make this play count? Gwaza throws up the shot, and rebound taken by Nareng Bublal, and she's fouled by Linda Bosele. Mahimda for Algeria plays it through to Kimgani to Bublal. Shot goes up, doesn't drop though. Linda Bosele picks up the rebound, and Moeng will come away with it for the Amawila girls. Closely watched by 2 Algerian players, and Bublal will be called for the foul. Substitution South Africa. Don't know, Musimi will come off. No. Lungile and Lele is about to check in, and she will replace the number 14, Dudu Gwaza. First free throw unsuccessful for the South African Moeng. Jamila Kimgani now in possession. 1 minute 27 left in this third quarter, and Kimgani breaks through the defense of the South Africans, but Moeng picks up the rebound. Through to Aviwe Ngoni, but wasn't watching the pass there, and Ngoni fouls Jamila Kimgani. Both sides in foul trouble, so Algeria will have the opportunity to stretch their lead to 20 points. First attempt missed there by Kimgani. Rebound picked up by Moeng for South Africa. Ngoni to Ndlela. Will she convert? She does. South Africa 20, Algeria 36. 16-point deficit. The Amawila girls will keep on fighting. They always do, but the Algerians trying to extend the lead again, and even Jamila Kimgani's not having the best of games by her standards. Moeng finds Linda Bosele. Puts up the three-point attempt, very wayward opportunity, and Algeria will have another chance to extend their lead back to 18 points. Kimgani puts up the shot with just under 4 seconds left in this quarter, and ball will go out of bounds. 1.4 seconds on the scoreboard. And that will be the end of the third quarter, as South Africa 20, Algeria 36, and we'll be back shortly. All right, back to the action, and fourth quarter, Mahimda puts some points on the board for Algeria, and a wayward pass from Ngoni on that occasion, and Mahimda picks up the pass, but deflects off a South African chair, and Algeria will have the put-in. Kimgani for Algeria, plays it across to Zahiri. Mahimda converts for Algeria, and Algeria putting the screws on at the moment. 20-point lead. South Africa battling to get out of their half as Algeria's press is making things difficult for them. And once again, Mahimda puts up the shot, but this time doesn't drop. Basele to Moeng. Needs to get it over the halfway line quickly. Called for the travel violation. So South Africa seem to be battling to break the press of Algeria. Substitution called by both teams. For South Africa, number 10, Angweza Hagu will come on. And for, my apologies, no substitution there for Algeria. Mahimda finds Zahiri, she doesn't convert, but Mahimda picks it up, finds Kimgani, she doesn't convert. Hagu picks up the rebound, finds Moeng. South Africa battling to get the ball away, and Kimgani will steal it, and Algeria now have a 22-point advantage, 42-20. There's Hagu, the youngster from Gauteng province here in South Africa. Ngili Nlela just throws the ball away aimlessly, and luckily for the Amawila girls, the Algerians went out of bounds with the ball. Hagu struggling to pick up that lob pass, and Zahiri for Algeria will drive through, but again unable to convert, and Mosimi loses possession, and Zahiri will make up for her mistake, and Algeria now 24 points up on the Amawila girls. Moeng for South Africa. Lela unable to hold on to that, but is fouled in the process, so Amawila girls will have the put in from the side. Ngoni puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Can Mkongo pick up the rebound? Her wheel goes out of bounds. Algeria will have the put in. Bublau. Sorry, Camila Kimjani there. South Africa really struggling to break this press, and Coach James and Teta will need to do something to get his players to figure out how to get over this half court under this press from the Algerians. Moeng gets the ball over, but 8-second violation called against South Africa, and Tetwa will call the timeout and have a chat to the Amawila girls. that looks to definitely be the topic of conversation in the team huddle there. Ntetwa instructing the players where to go to break that press. Mahimda now for Algeria. Shot goes up. Zahiri trying to pick up the rebound, but unable to hold on to it. But foul called against one of the South Africans, much to the displeasure of the home support. And Algeria will pick up the possession. Shot goes up from the Algerian number 6 there, Yamina Gul. And Zahiri puts up the shot. Mawing picks up the rebound. Foul against Algeria, so South Africa now will have an opportunity to try and get themselves into the Algerian half. Substitution South Africa, and entering the court is Simpewe Mankele. This is her first piece of action in this tournament, and the youngster from Johannesburg, one of the 8 under 25 players in the senior squad, will be looking to make an impression. Mahimda converts for Algeria. Algeria now 48, South Africa 20, and South Africa have got it all to do if they have any chance of booking their tickets to Tokyo. Will definitely have to win the next 3 encounters against Algeria, and they have quite a mountain to climb if that's to happen. But young side, and they are learning a lot each game. Gwaza for South Africa. Shot clock nearly goes off, and she had to launch that up, and unfortunately wasn't able to convert. Bit of frustration there from Gwaza. So 5 minutes 47 left in this, the second match of the IWBF Afro Paralympic Qualifiers in the women's section, and Algeria in control. Foul called against Kemgani, and South Africa will have the possession. Algeria will make the substitution, and Kemgani will take a rest with 5 minutes 36 to go, and she is replaced on court by, I can't see the number unfortunately. Anyway, South Africa, wayward pass. Algeria pick it up, and Mahimda should have no problem in extending Algeria's lead, but commentators curse, and she unable to convert. Mawing, South Africa, to Gwaza. Gwaza will try and get past Naul Kadir. Good defensive work though by Kadir, making life difficult for Gwaza. Gwaza once again will have to throw up a shot, and it doesn't drop. Jump ball called. South Africa will get the possession. Ngoni inbounds the ball to Gwaza. Gwaza shooting technique letting her down, and Zahiri now for Algeria. Offensive foul called on Dabia Semati for Algeria. Halima Kajun for Algeria comes onto the court, and Ngoni to Moeng. Can she convert? She can. So South Africa 22, Algeria 48. 4 minutes 23 left. Good steal there by Dudu Gwaza. Can she make something happen? Unfortunately, the pass hits the wheel of Moeng, and opportunity lost there for the Amaruda girls. Kelabo Khile Moeng for South Africa lays it off to Dudu Gwaza. Gwaza runs into a bit of trouble but manages to come away with it. Shot clock at 11. Gwaza needs to release the ball. And good work there from Algeria, stealing the ball. And the number 5 for Algeria is Nawal Kadir. Moeng. Gwaza. Can Kadir finish this time? And she does. Nawal Kadir. So that takes Algeria to the 50-point mark. So, convincing performance in the end for Algeria, but the Amawila girls will definitely keep on fighting to the end of the game. Gwaza to Ngoni. Ngoni back to Gwaza. Gwaza tries to get the shot up, but uncontrolled, and Algeria come away with it once again. Nawal Kadir will find Halima Kajun, and Kajun converts and is fouled in the process, so she will go to the line. All right, back to the action now. 2 minutes 27 left, and Halima Kajun looking to convert the free throw, unable to do so. Another opportunity though, and she converts, much to the delight of her teammates and the Algerian men's team, who are in support of their ladies team. Jump ball called, so Algeria will have the possession. Mahimda for Algeria now. Shot goes up, unsuccessful. Rebound though, bounces into the hands of Halima Kajun. Rebound by Mosemi to Sankalasiwe Mbata. Plays in Bosile. Can she get past Kajun? Plays it across to Mbata. Mbata will give it back to her. And again, nice work by the South African pair, and Mbata will convert. Nice passage of play there by the Mawila girls. Kajun to Mahimda. Closely watched there by Aviwe Ngoni. Long pass through to Naul Kadir, and she is fouled by Asive Gilafile. Free throw converted there by Kadir, and Algeria now 55, South Africa 24. 1 minute 23 left in this match. Rebound picked up by Zahiri. Does she convert? Second opportunity, doesn't convert that. Bosele though picks up the rebound and knocks it out of bounds. Mahimda converts. Algeria 57, South Africa 24, and we have 1 minute to play in this encounter. Mbata struggling to get the ball out. Algeria still pressing the South Africans, and a bit scrappy at the moment. Zahiri picks it up for Algeria and launches a three-point attempt. It doesn't drop. Linda Buseli unable to pick it up, but good work there from Buseli. Foul those called on Linda Buseli for some reason. Didn't quite see what that was. Danao Muso comes in for Aviwe Ngoni for South Africa. Just a reminder that coming up next we have the Cecil Amawila boys, the South African national side, in the men taking on Algeria. Both sides winning their opening encounters yesterday, so we are expecting a titanic battle, so stay tuned after this game. Mahimda unable to convert. Gilafile to Bosele. Gilafile finds Mosimi. Can she convert? Doesn't drop, but she's fouled. And she'll have an opportunity to go to the line for 2 free throws. bit of a tangle between the two players, and both sets of coaching staff trying to sort out the problem. Okay, Mosimi now looking to convert for South Africa. Unsuccessful in that attempt. Mosimi, a 1-point player. Tries the hook shot, but doesn't work. And 25 seconds left. Algeria will look to finish strong. Despite the scoreline, a much better performance from the Sasol Amawila girls. So they're definitely showing improvements each game. But the class of the Algerians is at this stage too big for the Amawila girls, and Himda will try for the 3-point attempt. It doesn't drop, and that should be the end of it as the clock winds down, and Algeria will take a convincing 57 points to 24 victory over the Sasol Amawila girls, and now lead the best of 5 series against the South Africans 2-0. And what this means is that win tomorrow night, the Algerians will book their place at Tokyo 2020. Coming up next, we've got the Sasol Amawila boys up against Algeria in the men's section, and we will be going down now to the court in a short while for the Man of the Match award. It's proudly sponsored by Sasol, and an interview with the South African head coach, James Mthethwa. All right, welcome back to the Mandeville Indoor Sports Centre here in Johannesburg, South Africa, for the Sasol Man of the Match. And today's Man of the Match for the game against South Africa and Algeria, we have Samir Abdalali. Congratulations, you are the Sasol Man of the Match. How did you find today's game, and how do you find the South African team's competition against you?
شفتي شايفه الجيم بتاع النهارده ازاي؟ شفتي مستوى ساوث جنوب افريقيا في الجيم ده ازاي النهارده؟ احسن من الماتش تاع The game today more stronger than the previous one, and he think next games would be better than this.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations for the Man of the Match, proudly sponsored by Sasol.